welcome back to Country Farmhouse Quilting. I have another quilt to show off for you, and this one is Linnea's quilt, and this is a sister quilt to Debbie's quilt that we just recently showed off to you. So this quilt is another crown quilt, as I like to call it. I don't know what the proper term is for this.
If you know what this pattern is, put it in the comments section. I'm dying to know.
Yeah, I really love this pattern, and I love Debbie's, and I love this one. And I'm fixing to make me one because I just bought some fabric last night.
I just bought her some fabric because it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I told him my size is 10 yards. So anyway, this quilt is absolutely beautiful with all of the colors and the beautiful little polka dot border. Everything just goes together.
And this quilt's a pretty good size quilt. It measures 77 by 62. We did the dot to dot pattern in a rust colored thread. The thread number is 3056. That's an Omni thread. And it just turned out beautiful. I absolutely love it. Mm-hmm. The back side of the quilt has got all of these circles in it.
Unique design.
So it's kind of like the dot and the dot is a bunch of circles, and then it blends in well with this back. Let me grab the camera real quick. We'll get you a little closer so you can see it a little better. So here you can really see that dot and a dot design. And that rust colored thread, it shows through so nice on a lot of the lighter color fabrics, but then it completely disappears into the crown. So it kind of gives it a really kind of neat look, and I actually really like it. So let me get the camera set back up here, and then we've got another quilt to show you. Give me just a second, and we'll get this one out of the way.
We have a second quilt here done by Linnea, and this one is really neat because this one just makes me think of a cottage, like Granny's attic. I love the colors that she picked, lots of different color and little different sizes of blocks. It looks like maybe some 3.5 to 4 inch blocks with maybe some 2.5 inch put in there, but really nice design.
Yeah, I like this one. I like the colors of it.
Yeah.
And also this fabric, it's kind of a softer cotton, so I think it's going to really lay and drape well on whoever's going to use it. Mm-hmm. So this particular quilt measures 71 by 52. We did this in a new pattern that we just got called EQS Splat Swirl, which is, I'll bring you in closer so you can kind of see the pattern, but it's like a swirl mixed with, I don't even know what you'd call it, like tentacles, something along those lines. But it really worked well on this quilt. We did this in a 3102, which is like a light blue color thread. The back of it is full of, what's the technical term for them? They're not pinwheels.
They're, I think...
I was trying to think about...
Medallions, I think they
Yeah, I was trying to think about it the other day. But, yeah, let me...
Or like a spirograph, you know?
Yeah, like one of those things that kids had that would draw.
Yeah, I had one as a kid, too.
Yeah, like the gears and stuff.
Yeah, that's what... This kind of reminds me
of
you know what?
too. Yeah, the pattern kind of does, too.
I couldn't think of the term. I'm like, it looks like
oh, yeah.
Like a gear, like in a cartoon or something. I don't know. But the design, I love this design.
Let me grab the camera and get you a little closer. So here you can really see that pattern in the border. And then in the quilt itself, the pattern all but just disappears. You can see it just a little bit in some of the darker blocks. The blue kind of shows through. But for the most part, the pattern just disappears in the blocks. And then in the back side of this, you can't really see the pattern at all. It just completely blends in. So that's why when you're picking your thread choice and your patterns, you got to spend just a little bit of time and decide what it is that you want on your quilt. And what I mean by that is, do you want the quilting pattern to show through? Or do you want your piecework to show through? Or do you want something that's a little bit of a combination of both? So,
yeah.
But both of these quilts, I mean, she did an absolute beautiful job on all of them. I don't know how long she's been quilting. This is our first time client for us. All of her piecework though was really nice. There was no open seams. Everything seemed like it was pressed nice. The quilt
Nice
laid down really flat and really square. So your quilters really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So with that, you got anything else to add?
Check out some of our other videos on Country Farmhouse Quilting of our showcase quilts.
Please like, please subscribe, and if you want your quilt quilted here at Country Farmhouse Quilting, send us an email at countryfarmhousequilting@gmail.com, and we'll get you all the info you need. So thank you so much. We'll see you later.
All right, see ya. Bye.